I've come to one of my favourite spots, like right on the water, and there are people out there in the ocean. What's the time now? It's 7:30. It was 6 degrees this morning. My hands are just frozen. I've just been out to the bathroom and I'm just like, I don't know how these people get in the ocean. I quite often will just see like the surfers out there in the mornings and I'm like, you guys are nuts. Even in a wetsuit, like, don't your feet want to fall off? It's crazy. I just feel the cold a lot. I got my water bottle out last night and I'm sort of wondering, I think the rest of this week it's going to be like 7 or 8 degrees in the mornings. So I have considered, like, you know, do I go north, just a couple of hours north for a little bit, but even just a couple of hours, because it's out of a city centre, it's actually cool. It's actually colder in the mornings, so I'm actually better off just staying in Perth. And I'm still trying to sell Gypsy, so I don't really want to be too far away. But yes, I've only got a couple of weeks left and then I'll be on the road and I just can't wait. I'm actually just so excited about hitting the road again and getting into the warmer weather. Oh, and I'm just like to get back to Queensland, to that muggy weather. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So anyway, I'm trying to appreciate you know, everything that WA has to offer while I'm here, and spend as much time with family and friends while I'm here as I can, because I don't know how long I'm going to be away for this trip. So yeah, I'm sort of just, you know, that's me. I just kind of see where, you know, where the road takes me and what I feel like at the time. And you know, that's the advantage of just being single and 46 and, you know, a remote job that I can work from anywhere. I just kind of do my thing, do what I like. Someone said to me one day they think that they feel like I'm already retired. I certainly haven't felt like that the last couple of weeks. Work's been quite busy, but yeah, it's an exciting time, to that anticipation of hitting the road. So I will do another video shortly on what I do to prepare, because when you head north, everything gets quite expensive. So yeah, I have a full fridge and a pantry now and more space, so I can stock up on things. But yeah, it's a chilly morning. Oh my gosh, I'm dying in here. It's freezing. I actually just looked online and we've had like a massive cold snap this morning, and some places around Perth have gotten to like -5. So whilst Willy Weather told me it was 6 degrees this morning, it's been a lot colder than that. My toes are just frozen, my hands, like I'm like trying to sit on my hands to warm them up, but it's making my butt too cold. It's crazy. The sun is like coming out, so I've noticed like all the frost on my windscreen is starting to dissipate. But oh, I need to go for a run or something. This is like, oh, this is nuts. Oh, bring on my trip north. Okay, so I have just got out of a scalding hot shower at the gym. Time to hang up my wet towel. It's going to get down to about 7 degrees tonight, I think. And I am finding this van is a little bit warmer than Gypsy, but I was kind of hoping for it to be a lot warmer. Anyway, it's still like when you wake up after a cold morning, everything is still that cold that it feels almost wet. Like it's, yeah. So it's fine in my bed because I've got an amazing doona. But yeah, I still need to add extra rugs and things. So yeah, let's go through the process of me getting ready for bed. So my doona is actually super warm. It's great. I really love it. But I obviously am of a small build, so I need a lot of warmth. So on these cold nights, I tend to try and like layer up, but I also try to get into bed like earlier than normal because it's just warmer in there. So I'll rug up a bit early, put my laptop on and just watch shows for a little bit. I like to layer up the bed. So the first thing I'm going to put on there is my rug from Canada that's made from recycled water bottles. And I might actually just double it up over, like double layer it, fold it over. Yeah, get it? And I do like to make sure that I've really got it tucked in at the end because my feet get so cold, and like when my feet are cold, the rest of me is just cold. It's a bad start. And then I've got my hoodie, and as much as I hate polyester and, you know, it's great that we're recycling water bottles, it's still not great to have all that plastic around. I know I don't like it, but anyway. It's not directly touching my body, so it's okay. And it is actually, does keep you warmer than a lot of other products. So my hoodie keeps me so mega warm. And I actually had to get up for a 6:30 a.m. meeting the other morning. So I was up at 6, and it was that morning, it was so cold. And I used the excuse of it being that early and I hadn't done my face yet for not turning my camera on. But it was really because I was sitting there in my hoodie. So I didn't want to be on a Teams call with everyone sitting there in my hoodie, but I didn't want to be out of my hoodie either. It was a pretty casual meeting though, it was just internal. So yeah, the next thing I do is just put my hoodie over the top as well because that just keeps me super warm. And then we're all ready to get into bed. Fresh out there. My eyes are watering. It's so cold. My fingers are numb, my toes are numb. But how beautiful is it out there? Like the sun coming up and the steam and just the sun like warming the earth again. So I am heading north soon, so I'm trying to appreciate the freshness in the air while I'm here rather than complaining about the cold. I think I'm going to go to a caravan park tonight to stay, just to charge up my battery, because I'm having a few issues monitoring the levels of the battery. So in my last van, I had a smart shunt that worked to an app, and that app would tell me the percentage of battery power I had left in my battery. And I had a 200 amp hour battery, and this van has a 300 amp hour battery. But for some reason, like in my last van, I used to be able to, when I was stealth camping in the cities and I was driving every day, like I never had any issues with battery. Like I could still cook everything and use all my power, and I wouldn't run the battery down too much. But for some reason in this van it doesn't work like that. Like I'm cooking with gas most of the time. I'm very rarely using electrical appliances to cook. So I'm really using the battery just for like to boil my kettle, charge my laptops. But the battery is running down and I don't have a proper monitor on there to be able to see the actual battery power I have left. And I've spoken to Dove about it and they're trying to come up with a solution for me, because apparently the way it's wired, it's wired more to the van or something because of the hot water system. I don't really know. I don't understand electrics. So it was basically, this fan was originally made just for shore power purposes, you know, plugging into mains power. It wasn't really set up as an off-grid, and so I didn't really realise that, you know, there was kind of a difference in that setup. And so when I added the inverter for the 240 power off grid, I didn't make a specific request for a monitor that showed me the battery level, because I just kind of thought that would come with it. So that's just my bad and not understanding electrical. So anyway, they're trying to come up with a solution for me so that I can monitor it better. But I can see at the moment the way that I monitor it is via the voltage. So it's telling me it's gotten down to 12.9 or something. And so that's starting to get on the lower end of the battery levels. So the good news is I do love that I can go and plug in at a caravan park and within a few hours the battery will be fully charged again. That's a lifesaver. I love that. And anyway, if I go to a caravan park tonight, that means that I can then run my heater. So I don't have to freeze tonight or tomorrow morning. So, you know, there are some advantages. So anyway, we'll go and do that and cozy up tonight. Well, it's not bad staying in a caravan park occasionally. It's quite cool that I can come here and just charge everything up, charge my battery overnight, fill up my water tank, have a hot shower, and then I can run my heater as well so I don't have a cold night or a cold morning. This particular caravan park, I do come here occasionally just to do all that in this van, and it's not that level here, so it's it's nothing fancy either. I don't think any of the amenities have been upgraded for years, but it is what it is. The staff are friendly and it's convenient for me. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go and have a hot shower now before everyone else starts to dig in on the hot water. Well, the temperature is starting to drop a little bit now. It's almost 6 o'clock. I might turn that heater on soon, but I'm going to get dinner started. So I'm going to try and cook up a whole bunch of food while I'm here and I'm plugged into shore power. And that way I can use my Instant Pot. It's a little less painful using all my electrical goods rather than the gas, because I've got to go turn the gas on, get the hot plate out, blah, 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 blah. So I like my Instant Pot because I can just chuck everything in there and forget. But I am going to do up a batch of rice. I'm going to do up a meat stew. And I do want to try and do some crumb steak as well. But that is probably better done on the gas cooker. So I might just crumb it and then like cook that up tomorrow some stage. But yeah, let's get into it. So I actually wound up speaking to the Auto Sparky today. I got hold of him. Everyone's so hard to get hold of because everyone's so busy. I guess like everyone's on the move trying to escape winter with their caravans and things. So yeah, all the people in the industry are rather busy. Anyway, I finally got hold of him and I was talking to him about installing a smart shunt on my electrical system so I can manage my battery level better. And we sort of talked about it a bit, and so I've worked out the issue is that the hot water system is wired directly to the battery. So, excuse me, Instant Pot, I'm doing a video. So if the smart shunt, everything else is wired through the smart shunt, but the hot water system I would have to rewire. So I think the smart shunt like goes to the inverter, but the hot water system doesn't go to the inverter, it goes straight to the battery. Does that make sense? I don't know, I'm an electrician. I think that's the issue though. So if I was to install a smart shunt and not change the wiring of the hot water system, if I use the hot water system, then because it's not going through that smart shunt that that shows the battery level, when I use the hot water system, it's not going to reduce the level, so it will show inaccurate levels of power. Now, I'm not using the hot water system. I mean, I've been in the van for about 6 weeks now. Where are we? Maybe more? No, about that. I don't know. Whatever I've been in the van for. 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks. I haven't used the hot water system. I think the only time I would probably use it is if I was off grid maybe. So I've sort of said to him, look, we'll just install the shunt anyway. Because the hot water system is right next to the battery, he said he may be able to do it reasonably easy. So if it doesn't cost that much more to rewire that, then I might do that. So then it shows accurately all the time. But worst case scenario, if I've got to use the hot water system, then I can go and recharge my battery later. And it will, once it recharges back to 100%, it should kind of reset again. So I think that's how it all works, and that's my theory. So yeah, I'm going to do that next week. I'm going to go tomorrow and buy that smart. He wanted to give me an iTech World smart shunt, but that was going to be like $330. And I was like, well, the Victron Connect one's a lot cheaper. So I looked that up. That was about 150 on special at the moment, so I'm going to go and get that myself, and then he's going to wire it up. So that was good. He was okay with that. I'm just getting my knife out to cut my meat, and I'm like, you know what? It's just so nice having everything so easily accessible. Like, I just opened my drawer and my knife is there. Before it was like under my sink, behind my water tanks, and I had to move around and try and find it. And anyway, fun times. Definite advantages to this van. I do want to do a call out to you guys though for information on my water pump, because it's really loud. So it's two things. It's really loud, and I also find that when I'm on an angle, like a slight angle, the pump struggles. So if I'm on a flat surface, no problem, but it's just spurts if it's on a little bit of an angle. So there's a particular spot I like to go to, and the van is kind of, you know, it's sort of like that, like the nose is down here. That's obviously exaggerated, but it's just on a slight angle, and so I find that the pump struggles a little bit. But I'm going to turn it on now so you can hear it and tell me, is that normal for a pump to be this loud? My last pump was loud in my other van, but this is really loud. So it doesn't run continuously like that. Like if I leave it on, it's sort of like will do that really loud noise to bring the water up to the tap, and then it'll shut off, and then when I go to use the tap again, it might start up that noise again, or it might not. Anyway, it's just so loud, so it makes it hard to be a bit stealth, and I feel like I'm bothering everybody else around me. Should it be that loud? I don't know how to get to it, to access it, to tighten anything, so anyway, let me know your thoughts. I'm not used to being in a proper motorhome. Good thing is now I don't have to move my Instant Pot to release the steam. I can open the door and do it from here. Might just turn it a little bit. Might turn my other lights on so I don't attract mozzies. Thank you to that follower that told me that the lid can go sit in the handle of the Instant Pot. I use it all the time now. Perfect. Perfect rice. Right. To go and buy myself some more Pyrex containers because I have a freezer. I have a freezer. So good. I freeze my meals. I'm going to kind of trap that heat in there for a hot minute, and we'll use that in tonight's meal. I don't really want the water to be more than halfway up the food, so that's what Google tells me. And I whacked a little bit of oregano in there with the salt as well, just to give it a little bit of flavour. Now we're going to cook that on pressure cook for about 30 minutes. It's almost 7 o'clock and it's starting to get a bit chilly in here now. So let's try the heating. I have actually put, I think it might be a touch screen up there, but I've put black tape over the lights because when I'm plugged in overnight, the lights are like shining right in my eyeballs. So I'm going to use my remote for my reverse cycle air conditioning unit. Let's press that button. What does that do? 24 degrees on the sun, okay? Maybe that tape is going to stop it from working properly because it's on a sensor or something. Ooh. Okay, it's on. Oh, is it off? It's on. It's lit up. It's working. Aim those down a little bit. Oh, there's a mozzie, you've got to get that. Yeah, so watch this space. I'll come back in a hot minute and tell you how hot it is. Well, I've had it going for about 20 minutes now and it has taken off that chill in the air. It's a little bit cozy in here now, but I also I don't like that stuffy feeling. Like if I've got the heating on in the front cab while I'm driving, I generally have a window down because I love the hot air on my feet, but I hate feeling all stuffy. I like fresh air. So anyway, I'm going to turn it off for a little while and just see how well it sort of retains the heat that we've just generated. There you go, that's tonight's dinner. I'm actually starving. I can't wait to get into it. It felt like it took forever to cook. So just gonna sit here and watch my video that I've edited for Monday and eat my dinner. And that will screw onto my selfie stick, and so I can just do it different ways. Okay, I do have my drone, so I love my drone. This is Molly now. I'm actually going to have a sneaky seconds. I'm starving. I obviously didn't eat enough for lunch today. I'm so hungry, and that was actually really good. So it's a second round tonight, and I might still even have dessert after that. You know, my nan used to actually say, when I was younger, my nan would say that I had hollow legs because she was just never sure where I put all my food. I'm still the same. I still eat all day and I don't know where it goes. Okay, heater's had to go back on. Well, it hasn't had to. I'm choosing to have the luxury of warmth in the air, although it is drying my eyes out. So dessert. I don't really have a lot, so I am going to get some ice cream, and I got this from Gelare. So I was struggling to find some really nice sorbet, and they've got really nice sorbet. They actually do a chocolate sorbet that is made from rice something or other, and it's like ice cream. So if I could open the thing, I'd show you. And this is almost gone, so sorry. I'm just going to finish that off tonight. But I don't like ice cream on its own, so I'm also going to have it with... I found these amazing gluten-free cakes. So there was like a chocolate beetroot one. This one is passion fruit and mango, and there was like a lemon one as well. So I'm going to have a bit of cake with ice cream. Well, I think that should satiate me for the evening now. I feel very decadent. I've had a really good hearty meal, yummy dessert, and I've got heating. I don't know why I just blew on that before. I just trying to heat up my ice cream. Well, it's been super nice having that heating this morning, just to get out of bed into something that's a little bit not like an ice box and just to have heating while I'm getting changed, and yeah, it's been a treat. But it's time to turn it off now and pack up and get on the road, because I've got a few things to get through today. It was just a one night special at the caravan park, so I could charge everything and just have a little bit of luxury for one night. So goodbye heating. Well, it's time to bring out the hoodie. It's been beautiful during the day. The sun comes out, and like today I was sitting here at my office desk and I had this window open with the sun coming through. It was just glorious. It was so nice to work from. Beautiful view. And anyway, but once the sun goes down, it gets really chilly really quickly. And I can sort of deal with the chill, you know, my hoodie is actually quite warm, but my feet, I can't handle my feet being cold. And I get into bed and it just takes so long for my feet to warm up. So I went online the other night because I'm like, I don't have a lot of winter clothes. You might notice in the last few videos I'm sort of recycling a lot of my outfits because I don't have a lot of winter clothes, but I don't want to buy any because I anticipate this being the last winter I have to sit through. Okay? Obviously last year was not planned. I had all those problems, and so this year, now I've got my new van. We're going to head into the summer weather elsewhere in Australia. But while I'm here, I was going to say, I don't want to buy more winter clothes because I'm not going to need them. But I bought something else off Amazon the other night because I just couldn't handle my feet being so cold. And I bought heated socks. They charge by USB. So I love that because I don't like buying, you know, like batteries all the time. I find that a bit wasteful and bad for the environment. So yeah, we've got these little, USB to USB-C, and these are the power packs for the socks. So let's have a look at what the socks are like. They had pretty good reviews online. Oh, they feel quite thick. Oh gosh, this is where modern technology has taken us. So that's the socks, and they feel quite nice actually. I don't know what they're made of, probably polyester like everything. So they've got a little pocket in the top here, and that's where your little charger goes. So if I undo that, I don't know if the chargers are fully charged, probably not. So yeah, the little power pack goes in there, and that's wired at the bottom. We can see like, yeah, the little, on the bottom of the sole, there's like the little heating element on there. Can't believe I bought these. I shall never suffer from cold feet again. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Oh, why has it got two things? It's got a USB one end, but then it's got two USB-Cs at the other end. I don't know why. Anyway, we'll just plug that in. Oh, that must go into here. Okay. Oh, no? Okay. I'm going to come back in a moment once I've worked this out. Okay, I've worked it out. So it's one charging cord for the two power packs. So that's what that is. But they are charged. I've just turned this one on and it's about 75% charged, but I've just put it on the top heat. It's already warming up. It warms up pretty quick. Put the other one on. What do I do with the other power pack now? Yeah. So there's like a little power thing on the side. Okay, that one's pretty much charged as well. Put the charger in its little pocket. I'm going to sleep so well tonight. Once my feet are warm, I think I'll be fine. Like, I'll be able to turn them off and take them off because I don't like sleeping in a lot of stuff. That's another bummer about winter. I like to just have a shirt on under the sheets. I don't like to be wrapped up in too much clothing. Woo! Could use these as hand warmers too because my hands get really cold as well. Maybe I'll put one sock on one foot and one sock on one hand, and then I can just, you know, have one on one hand and hold them together to warm my hands, and same with the feet. Okay, I'm going to put it on now. Oh, that's kind of weird. This is actually amazing. It's actually amazing. I mean, I love my Ugg boots. They generally keep my feet pretty warm, but I could wear these in my shoes outside, like if it's too cold for walk. Because if it's too cold, if it's really cold outside, and I go for a hike or a walk, I just can't feel my toes. Like half my feet just go numb. Oh, I wonder how like hot they get. It's quite subtle. It's not like burning on the bottom of my feet or anything like that. So stylish. Anyway, I think that they feel pretty good. I'll see how I go tonight, but yeah, the things I do. Well, I've had them on for like, I want to say maybe an hour, maybe a little bit less, and it's gotten down to the last little bar on there of power. So I'm just going to take them off now and charge them up because I want to wear them to bed because that's where my feet get really cold. But gee, I'm in heaven. I've just been lying here on my couch, and I'm just, oh, it's so good. It's like having your feet up against a heater, like, oh, in heaven. So yeah, I definitely recommend. Well, I had them in for an hour and 15 minutes and they're still not fully charged, so it might take like an hour and a half to 2 hours to fully charge them. But I'm just loving them. I think this is fantastic. It's so good that I can just get my feet warm. So I've just got to remember to charge them during the day. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed watching my little life in my new van Towanda during winter. Are we in winter? It certainly feels like winter. But not long now until I hit the warmer weather. I think I'm about 2 weeks out, so I'm super excited. Hopefully this will be the last winter that I have to experience. And I know some of you prefer the colder weather, living van life, but for me personally, I just can't cope. So I need the sun and the warmth to warm my bones. So yes, we're going to head for the sun next. Wishing you all many happy travels.